If you've ever looked around your life and thought, I don't even recognize myself anymore, then you're going to want to stick around. Hi, loves. Welcome back to Glow Up Era. I'm Laura. Today, I want to talk about how we can start reclaiming ourselves when life has pulled us in every direction, whether that's being a caretaker or being the strong one or being the one who holds everything and everyone together. I'll be walking you through 10 gentle but powerful ways you can start reclaiming yourself. No guilt, no rush, just simple steps, real steps toward healing and wholeness. This isn't a video with some quick aesthetic morning routine. This is for the woman who's been surviving and wants to start truly living. So if you're watching this and you feel like you've been on autopilot, I want you to know you're not broken. You're not behind. You're in need of a return, a reset, a soft reintroduction to you. So let's jump right into it. No one tells you you're losing yourself while you're losing yourself. What I mean is, it doesn't happen all at once. It happens in small, quiet ways. It happens when you're doing things that seem necessary, things that seem even good. You lose yourself when you say yes to avoid conflict or disappointing people. You lose yourself when you give up on your hobbies because you're too busy. You lose yourself when your life becomes a never ending checklist and there's no time to feel. You lose yourself when you become the default caretaker for everyone, but no one's taking care of you. It's like you become a supporting character in your own life until one day you don't even know who the main character is anymore. For me, I started to lose myself slowly. It was when I became a caregiver for both my parents who have dementia, working a demanding job, managing a household, and trying to stay afloat emotionally. I was simply functioning, but I wasn't living. And for the longest time, I told myself this was just the way life was supposed to be. But that wasn't life, that was survival. Reclaiming or coming back to yourself isn't a makeover. It's not about quitting your job or running away from your responsibilities. It's about reuniting with the parts of you who have been silenced, ignored, or buried. It's a homecoming. So here's tip number one: you have to give yourself permission to want more. You are allowed to want more joy, more peace, more time, more freedom, more you, even if your life looks fine on the outside. This isn't greed or selfishness, it's truth. You can be grateful for your life and still want it to feel different. That tension you feel doesn't mean you're ungrateful, it means you're waking up. Tip number two: you have to identify what no longer fits. Because sometimes the version of you you've been carrying, the one that was built on survival, is no longer who you are. So, in order to pinpoint what no longer fits, you have to ask yourself some questions like, what beliefs have I outgrown? What roles have I been stuck in that no longer serve me? Or why do I feel like I have to earn rest or always be strong? For example, I realized that I was living with beliefs passed down to me, not ones I chose. Like the idea that I had to keep everyone else okay at all costs, or that speaking my truth was disrespectful, or that self sacrifice was noble. But the truth is, none of those beliefs left any room for me. What beliefs are you holding on to? What parts of your current life feel heavy because they no longer belong to the woman you're becoming? You don't have to make a dramatic life change to come back to yourself. You just have to start saying yes to yourself. Tip number three: In order for you to start saying yes to yourself again, you have to anchor yourself in something daily, just for you. A 10-minute morning meditation, drinking your coffee in silence, a 15-minute walk after work, listening to music that feeds your soul, or lighting a candle and journaling, even if it's just one sentence. But it has to be something that you do just for you. For me, that anchor is meditation. Every morning, I give myself 10 minutes before anyone else wakes up. Just me, my breath, and silence. And that small act of presence is bringing me back to myself one morning at a time. Tip number 4, speak your truth more often. Most of us were raised to keep the peace, but reclaiming yourself means letting your truth exist out loud and be able to say things like, I'm not okay, or that's not what I want, or I need a moment. You have to start small. Say it to yourself in a journal, say it to yourself in the car or in front of the mirror. The point is, your voice matters. Tip number 5, make space to feel, even when it feels messy. You can't reclaim yourself if you're afraid to feel what's true. Let the tears come. Let the frustration out. Let the grief rise. You've been holding a lot. Feeling isn't weakness, it's a release. One of the most beautiful ways to reconnect with yourself is to create something that's yours. So here comes tip number 6, start something that's yours, even if it's small. It could be journaling, baking, painting, starting a YouTube channel, or starting an Instagram page, or simply planning your future. Whatever reconnects you to you. For me, my illustrations and this YouTube channel have given me a piece of myself back. Creating hasn't been about perfection. It's been about remembering that I still exist beyond the caregiving and the to-do lists. Tip number 7, take your dreams seriously. And I cannot say this loud enough. If it matters to your heart, it matters, even if no one else understands it. You don't need external validation to begin. Your dream, whatever it is, isn't silly. It's sacred. And starting small is still starting. Tip number 8, you'll feel selfish, but keep going anyway. Reclaiming your time, your energy, your voice, it will feel so unfamiliar, maybe even selfish. But here's the truth, you can't pour from an empty cup. A woman who is nourished, grounded, and whole can give from overflow. That's not selfish, that's sustainable. Tip number 9, you'll grieve the you that you have lost. This part might surprise you, but reclaiming yourself brings grief because you start to realize all the ways that you abandoned yourself, all the time that you spent silenced, performing, and holding it all in. So you have to let yourself feel that because that grief is sacred, is your soul telling you we're not going back there again. Tip number 10, you'll feel free in a way you haven't in a long time. It might be quiet, it might be small, but one day you'll realize you began to laugh louder. You learned to say no without apologizing. You began to take rest without having to explain it. You created something and you loved it. If you ask me, that's freedom and it belongs to you. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to remember that you matter too. Because reclaiming yourself isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you to be smaller, quieter, faster, stronger. You just need to come back to yourself because that woman, the one you used to be, she's still there. Underneath all the roles, all the rushing, all the quiet sacrifices, she's waiting. If this video spoke to you, I'd love for you to comment below and share one small way you are starting to come back to yourself. And if you're building your way out of burnout, survival mode, or just a life that no longer fits, subscribe. You're not alone in this. This is your era, your glow up era. One small, powerful step at a time. Bye bye. See you in the next video.